Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and all. Welcome to another episode of the BJ Show. Let's get it on the way. This episode, we'll be sharing the opening episode, episode 1, NBL 26, opening round. So this episode, each week on a Thursday, we'll be sharing, even possible on a Wednesday, we'll be sharing all the reviews. And I'm not going to be doing any AFLW and all that. So let's get on with it. So welcome all. If you have not yet, check out one of the Australian Sportician show with the preseason. So I'm going to go through very quickly all the preseason and how it all went and all that, called the Buzz Split. So that was in Canberra, and overall, I think it was a fantastic, competition to see the NBL find a line or that, and unfortunately not available to share. So, look, I think that we do share the opening round. We have the Thursday the 18th, 2025, NBL 26 is here. Congratulations to Neil Hawks being the NBL 25 championship early in the year. So, brand new year, it starts 0-0. I'm going to go through each team before we get into the major games. We'll be sharing only weekend by weekend, like round by round. So, how much do I enjoy watching the basketball here in Australia? Fantastic. It is a fantastic competition. The ladder is 0-0. They are all ready to go. And we'll be starting with the Adelaide 36ers. South Australian is the team. So Adelaide 36ers is a proud club here in Adelaide. It's huge in basketball. And one thing I can say that this is huge for the team they put together with Mike Wells, and apologise not knowing each other's coaches, but I think they're ready. They've got some great players. They brought players from other teams to play with the Adelaide 36ers. And I can't wait. Now, I do apologise not pronouncing some of these names, but I do my best in generally. So, some of these players have been playing for a long time. So, the biggest sign of all time, not like the big beasts and all that, but the former Perth Wildcats import played only for Perth. 8 seasons. Bryce Cotton, the biggest sign to play for the LA 36ers. The experience he's going to bring. I don't know of how much important I don't know. It's amazing sign. And a championship he can bring, hopefully, hope to see that. Another player brought to the table is Isaac Wright. He's going to be a matter inclusive. We've got Michael Howes, a former Wildcat. So he was playing for us, the LA 36ers back in 2019, and then moved over to Perth, now back at home where he began his career. We got DV, the captain for the 36ers, and he's been there. He's a great player. Devo Vankovic, absolute legend. There's many more players have come on board. Finn Cameron, the former Melbourne United, played there for a couple of seasons. Great to see him on board. Many more players to come. So this LA 36ers, I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, we'll see what happens. So we come to New Zealand Breakers. So I do apologise not seeing them. They finished, well, they were very good to play finals. They've got some great players. I don't know deeply they're overall, but I think they've got some great players coming in the off-season. They worked really hard to where they want to be. Yeah, I think they're going to look really good. They were great United last year, and they've got a great coach. Have so much respect to have a decent, New Zealand's got great courage to play finals. They're a very hard team, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in NBL 26. So, Perth Wildcats. This is interesting to see. They've got a huge of, and I can just see their coach. So the New Zealand coach, it is Peter Cumprichton. So they've got 4 championships on their belts, and Adelaide with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 championships in that. So 6 championships. And Perth has got a very strong heritage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 championships. They have not won in 5 years, which is huge. Their coach is John Ryder, the former 36ers. And I tell you what now, they've still got a good team. They've got a few former 36ers players. Sunday Detch. Good luck. Go well. I know you'll do really well in the west of Australia, in Perth. I think it's going to be a different environment. And like Mason, the former 36ers as well. Go well. We know you'll do well. You did so well with the 36ers, and amazing of that. They do not have their key guard. They will have some other guards to step up as well. So that's really a little bit about Perth Wildcats play finals. They will play finals, in my opinion. Same with New Zealand, Adelaide. Adelaide are top favourite to win the championship at this point. So we go into the Sydney Cairns, slide down through this ladder, and another team they've really been busy in the off-season. And the biggest one, before we do that, we have Brian Gorging. They have 1, 2, 3. So 3 championships, and they're out of the NBL for so long, then come back just before COVID, and they have come to be back-to-back championship 2022 and 2023. So they have 5 championship under their roof. And the lineup they have, it's the biggest line of all time. And they're going to look really good. Even a former 36ers import, I think he's going to be fantastic for the Sydney Cairns, is KD Davis. He's the big sign, but the most important one, the former Melbourne United, Matthew Dellavedova, the former, he is the biggest one. They'll be really, really looking forward to. They've got their sign. Is that Bryce Conner come to Adelaide? This is a big sign for the Sydney Cairns, and I know that Sydney Cairns are looking forward to having Matthew Dellavedova with their lineup. We come to the next team. It's Brisbane Bullets. They've yet to win a championship since they returned in the NBL, only 3 on their hands back in 2007 was the last championship days. And like I said, they got some, Jay Adams, the former Sydney King, has now moved to the Brisbane Bullets city of Brisbane, and they look pretty strong. They also got some really good, it's time to make this competition a lot more, try a different team and try and get a championship. They look really good. I really think they'll be in the mix. Not confident overall they will play finals, but I think they'll do some pretty good effort. The next team is what they're known as Cairns Taipans. It's Adam for as their not available to win a championship. Cairns have coach is yet to announce, as they are looking for a coach on the NBL app. So stay tuned for that. But for the Brisbane Bullets, for Sydney and for Cairns Taipans, Adam Floor has yet to win a championship. I believe they were very close in the grand final to be all over there. But the team they got, it's a rather big sign. The former Tasmanian JackJumper and Adelaide 36ers started his career, Jack Murray, biggest sign of all time. He was there for 2 seasons, won those championships, and now he moves to the Cairns Taipans to lift this team up in a lot of experience. I think Cairns, do they have the team? Do they have some big signs? I think they do. But do they have enough to win this game and get into my mother grand final and go deeply into a grand final? We'll find out. But we go to the Hawks, the championship. Now, interesting to know that this is Jason Tamble, the championship. They have yet to put this on the record. They are won the 2024 NBL championship, and can they go back to back? Can the Hawks go? Do they have enough players to win a championship? They are in the mix. They are 100% in the mix. This is only early days, but I think the Hawks look really good overall with their lineup. So they have some pretty decent players. You know, Harry Foley, the big unit, Tom, the former Wildcat Hawk came back. Cairns, you know, he's everywhere. The former, you know, he's been in the NBL since 2009. And oh my goodness, Todd Benchfield from the Illawarra Championship of all time, still playing to this day, 16th season, will be an incredible achievement for the big unit. They also have brought some other talent around the globe. So I think they're going to look really good, Hawks. We go down to Melbourne United. Recently have formalised Melbourne Tigers after 2008, 2018, 2021. And their coach, Dean Vetman, has been there for a long time, maybe ever since Melbourne United exists to be their team. And my goodness, their team, no more Dover in that lineup, but they look really, really sharp and ready to go. I think, you know, Chris Galling continues on to be the best of the best. You know, he's been there since 2006. That's almost 20 years in the making. Will be 20 seasons and a championship already. You know how many championships he has won. You know, he's proved himself to be a really good time to play and prove himself, and the minutes expanded back in the Melbourne Tigers era. And then, you know, played for Gold Coast Blaze, Perth Wildcats, and Melbourne United ever since 2016, and won those championships and proved himself to be a very, very good player. So, can Melbourne United claim a money championship? We'll find out, because they're very good, and I think Adelaide have chances to win a game. But we go to their rivals of South. Do apologise their name. Southeastern Melbourne Phoenix, not Magic, that's the formalised. And Josh King is their coach. They look really pumped. They're ready to go. They got their players. And my goodness, I think they're going to look really good. You know, Nathan Stoward's gone there, DJ Mitchum, their Amada Ford. They look really good. Former Brisbane Bullet, he's ready to take on. You know, there's many more talent to this team, but I think this is their full roster. Yes, it is. So I think that really, before we get to Tasmania, I think Southeastern Melbourne Phoenix, they need to find a way to get back. They've got some great support base too since they've come into the competition, and I really am looking forward to a fantastic opportunity to listen and all that. But we do come to the last team, the 2024 championship, first time, Scott Ralph, being the NBL only 2 seasons later, and they've won a championship since NBL 23. They were the entering of the competition, and now they've changed their roster. They've changed some teams around, and their lineup, it looks really lots of talent. Some must continue to stay on with the NBL, and I really am looking forward to seeing Tasmania in action. You know, they were looking really good. You know, they know they're not going to be easy to play. You know, since they've come in the competition, they proved it wrong. They've got a great coach. Hopefully he continues to be the NBL Tasmanian coach. Now it's time, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? We got the NBL 26. Before we do, if you have KO, you can watch it on ESPN. And first time, Disney Plus and Channel 10. That's Australian channel. So all around the globe, you can watch some fun NBL, and I cannot wait. The 2025-26 NBL, known for NBL 26, as we start. We head to Tasmania. My State Bank Arena, Tasmania JackJumpers take and host the Melbourne United. These two love playing finals. These two open up the season. What an absolute game this is going to be. What a game. This is going to be entertainment. It's in Tasmania. I don't know who's in, who's out. We don't know that till we actually watch it on TV. But congratulations to opening this season. NBL news only. I really think Tasmania will take the win. Melbourne United will have their moments, and it'll be a close one, and it'll be a 6-point win to Tasmania. Next game, Friday. So we go to New Zealand. Sprink Arena in New Zealand continues on ESPN and Disney Plus. we have the New Zealand Breakers that host Brisbane Bullets. Brisbane travel to New Zealand for this one. I really think that Brisbane could take this win. I'm going for a really massive upset. Even New Zealand have a great bunch of players. Check the NBL app for your local time. So Brisbane, I think New Zealand look really good. I think they will start really well, but Brisbane will come home with the win and they'll win by 10 points. We come to the Saturday schedule and it's a double header on Saturday night. First up is in Melbourne, the first one for the year at John Cain Arena. We got the South Eastern Melbourne Phoenix hosting the Cairns Taipans. Now, I really like to see the South Eastern Melbourne Phoenix to win this game, but Cairns Taipans, can they get a win? Can they get some games early? Could they be a much more challenged team this season? Absolutely. But overall, it's in Melbourne. It's very hard to play in Melbourne. I'm backing up with the South Eastern Melbourne Phoenix to take the win by 10 points. Now the final game, as Tasmania takes on their second game for the round, which is back-to-back for them since being at home. Expect them to win. They go to Perth. Perth Wildcats take on Tasmania JackJumpers. This is always a good battle. You can watch it. Most games will be on ESPN and Disney Plus, so I'm not going to continue to say this all the time. But we go to RAC Arena, where also the netball Super netball competition do play. That's where the West Coast Fever do play their netball. So the Perth Wildcats are back on court for the first time this season since last season dropout defeat in the final series. And look, I think Perth should take this win. Their first game for the year won't be pretty. I think they were shocking at home, and I think Perth Wildcats will take the win. It'll be a close battle, but 15 points for me for the Perth Wildcats. The final day of NBL 1, round 1 of NBL 26. We got the Melbourne United there. Second game, also New Zealand Breakers. I think Melbourne United take the win. You can watch this on Channel 10 in Australia, but you can watch on ESPN Disney Plus on the Sunday. And please look your local time on the NBL app with a background with the orange, black, brown with NBL with Hungry Jack on the side. That's on the actual app. But if you go on to the NBL on your App Store or Google Play, if you write NBL, there's two icons, the big black bold background. That's the one you press on, and it will come up with all your games and live stats and all that. So where can I watch this? That exactly like that. But we do go to the second time of the first round of John Cain Arena, Melbourne United, New Zealand Breakers, Melbourne United to take the win. There you have it. Now, we do have some other teams playing at the moment, which I'm not going to share. If you check it out, you can go more welcome to do that, but I'm not interested in doing that. I think it's great to see so every Thursday night starts a new season, but I will keep you located each and every week. Some games may not, some will be even on a Wednesday night, so it's all depending on the schedule. I am looking forward to a fantastic. I will do my best to keep you updated week in and week out, all the results on between Tuesday and a Wednesday. May possibly not a Thursday. I do apologise if I get this out delayed. I do apologise that, but I cannot wait to share with this. All right. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you all next week for this opening round, episode 1, NBL 26. See out for the Australian Sportician Show. I will 100% have a little bit of review and stuff and a little bit more detail, or slightly more detail about it, but I cannot wait to share this season with you. All right, BJ Show's out. Bye for now. Peace.